78-year-old Jean-Marc Turenne flips through childhood photos in his Brussels home. It brings back memories of sexual abuse that took place at the Catholic school he attended as a child, Saint Michel College.
It's hard to imagine, but it's no small rape like that. No, it's systematic. As far as I'm concerned, it was 4 Jesuits for 5 years at Saint Michel College, here in Brussels. We're damaged. It was criminal. This is something incredibly perverse.
Turenne wrote about his abuse in his book Reverend Fathers, and is part of a group of sexual abuse survivors in Belgium who have called on Pope Francis to take stronger action against predators and push for deeper reforms in the Catholic Church. Pope Francis is set to meet with survivors and activists in the coming days while on a tour of Belgium and Luxembourg that will also focus on migrants. Catholic clergy abuse scandals have emerged in countries across the world in recent decades. More than 700 complaints and reports of abuse involving the Church have been made in Belgium since 2012, according to a report by the Catholic Church in Belgium in 2022. The pontiff, who calls abuse demonic, says he's made prevention a priority. Francis created the first high-level PayPal commission to address clergy abuse. He also debuted a global system for Catholics to report suspicions of abuse or cover-ups by bishops. Former priest turned activist Rick DeVel says the initiatives need to be acted upon.
De nieuwe pauselijke maatregelen zijn goed.
The new papal measures are good, but they are only good measures on paper and not being implemented.
Die worden niet uitgevoerd.
No one is putting them into practice, including the Pope.
Realiseert die, brengt die in de praktijk. Dus ook de paus niet.
A spokesperson for the Belgian Bishops said there is zero tolerance for abuse, and offending priests are defrocked. Survivor groups say they want to see more, including having the Pope mandate that all clergy globally must report any suspicions of abuse to local authorities. For Turenne, he says he still feels the pain decades later.
I've been angry ever since. I did sink into alcohol for 60 years after all. It was only 3 years ago that I stopped drinking. But it's them. They're the ones who got me into this mess. What we want to say to the Pope is that it's time for him to have a word with us. He's the boss of the Church. And it's time for him to tell us something that really matters, not just his excuses, which we don't need.